In this series of tutorials, we will learn complete AutoCAD step by step. We will learn 2D, isometric and 3D concepts completely. These tutorials are useful for mechanical, electrical, civil, architectural, interior designers and others who are interested in creating engineering drawing on computer. When you start AutoCAD, this user interface is shown. Here you can see the name of the software, Autodesk AutoCAD version 2020. Then here is the ribbon toolbar. Right now it is not active because we have not started any drawing. From here you can start new drawing. Here it shows the recent documents that you have opened or created. At first you will have to click on this arrow and select the template. If you want to work in feet and inches, then you will have to select this CAD.dwt template. And if you want to work in metric, then you will have to select this CAD ISO DWT. Using this template, you can work in mm, centimeter, meter, kilometer, and so on. At first, we will learn about AutoCAD ISO. Click on this AutoCAD ISO. Now here ribbon interface got activated. Here is the command line where you can type the command or it will show the message about what is to be done in the current command. At first we will have to set our unit format. For unit, give UN. UN is the shortcut for units command. Then press enter. Then from here you will have to set unit format for length. Right now it is decimal and decimal is shown like this 1.5 or 2.0039. To change the format, click here. In the case of ISO or metric drawing, you can use decimal, fractional and scientific. If you are working in feet and inches, then you can also use architectural and engineering. If you use fractional, then number will be shown in this format. That means 1.5 will be shown as 1 and a half. And if you use scientific, then 1.5 will be shown as 1.5 e raised to 0. So I will be using decimal format. I will select here decimal. I will keep the precision to 40. From here you can change your precision. Then from here you can define the angle format. You can define angles in degree, minute, second, gradient, radian and Surveyor's unit. Right now I will use these decimal degrees. And for precision I will change the precision to double digits 0.00. Then from here you can define the insertion scale. That means when you insert some drawing in this current drawing, and if unit of that drawing is different than this unit, then it will be scaled to match this unit. And if you want to insert the drawing without scaling, then click here and select this unitless. If you select this unitless, then the inserted drawing will not be scaled. It will be kept as it is. I will be using this millimeter here. Then click on OK. Then first draw command. We will be learning line. The keyboard shortcut for line is L, enter. Click on line. Once you give the command, then you will have to read message here. It is asking for specify first point. If message is not shown at your cursor, that means your dynamic input is off. If you want to show the message at cursor, then you will have to make dynamic input on. To make the dynamic input on and off, you will have to click here on these three lines, customization. Then you will have to click here on dynamic input. Then it will show that dynamic input here. If it is in blue color, that means it is on. and if it is in black color, that means it is off. If I click on it, it will become off, then it will not show any message around our cursor. For our series of tutorials, I recommend you to keep this on so that message will be shown at cursor. And if message is not shown at cursor, then you can read those message from this command line area also. Now in the line command, we will have to specify first point. So you can click anywhere. I will click here. Then take your cursor away. Now here it is showing the line horizontal automatically. It is showing it because our polar tracking is on. If we make this off, then it will not show straight line. To show that straight line, we will have to make this polar tracking on so that it will show straight line also and inclined line also. Then we will have to give the direction in which direction you want to create the line. Suppose I want to create line in this direction, then give the length of the line. Suppose I want to create a line of 2000 length, press enter. Then I want to make vertical line, take the cursor above, again give the length, suppose 2000, enter. And if your line goes outside of your working area, then you can pan it. For that, press middle mouse button and drag the mouse. Then again I want to go in this direction, again give the length and press enter. If during creation of line, if you make any mistake and if you want to cancel the last line, then you will have to click on this undo here. Click on undo, it will cancel the last line. And if you want to stop the line at this current position and you don't want to go further, then for that you will have to click on this exit button here. Again I will create one more line of 2000 length, enter. Then there is one more option, that is close. If you click on the close, then it will connect the end point and start point with one line and it will stop the line command. Once it shows type a command, that means your last command is completed and no input is pending. You always have to ensure that if you are working in some command, you will have to complete it properly before going to other command. Then suppose I want to create one line from this point to this point. You can also give line command by typing L and enter. Then again I want to start line from this point. If you take cursor there, it is showing green square. It is called as object snap, and these are the auto object snap which are shown automatically only when object snap is on here. If I make this off, now O snap is off, then it will not show any object snap. So that to show the automatic object snap, you will have to turn on object snap here. Then only it will show auto object snaps. So I want to create one line from this endpoint to this endpoint. Once it show the object snap, just click there. It will accurately select that point. Then if you want to stop line in between, you can also press enter. It will stop line command at that position. Then I want to create one line from this point and perpendicular to this line. Again, click on line. Then take your cursor to this endpoint. Click there. Then take your cursor here. Now here it is showing endpoint object snap and it is showing green square at this point. That means if I click here, then also it will join this line to this point like this. So I don't want to join to that point. I want to create a line perpendicular. I will just undo it. Then now it is showing endpoint object snap, but I want perpendicular object snap. To select a different object snap, you will have to press shift button, then right click, then it shows the list of the object snap. From here you can select your desired object snap. I want perpendicular, click on perpendicular, then take your cursor to this line and click. It will create that line perpendicular to that line. Then to stop the line command, press enter. Then suppose I want to create lines from midpoint of this line to midpoint of this line. Again, click on line. Take your cursor here. It is not showing the midpoint. Again, press shift and right click and select midpoint object snap. Then take your cursor here. It is showing midpoint. For midpoint, it shows green triangle. It shows different shapes for different object snaps. So click there. Now we are selecting object snap manually by pressing shift and right click. But if you want to select the object snap automatically, then for that you will have to click on this arrow near the object snap, and from here suppose I want to select this midpoint object snap automatically, then click on midpoint, so it will add tick there. That means it will select that object snap automatically. The object snap which has tick before it are selected automatically, and the object snap which don't have any ticks will need to be selected manually using shift and right click. Then click outside and take your cursor here. Now it is showing midpoint object snap automatically. So once it shows the midpoint, you just have to click there. And to stop the line command, press enter. So in this way you can select manual object snap or auto object snap. Then if you want to remove some unwanted objects, then you can use the erase command. Keyboard shortcut for erase is E, enter. Click on erase. Then you can select the object you want to remove. Just click on them. Once you have selected all the object, then press enter. Those objects will be removed. Then if you want to create circle, then here is the circle command. Click on circle. Then you will have to specify the center point for circle. I want to create circle at midpoint of this line. Click there. Take your cursor away. Then specify the radius of the circle. Suppose I want it 500 and enter. Now we have created circle using radius option. If you want to create circle by specifying diameter, then you will have to click on this arrow and click on center diameter. Give the center point, take the cursor away and specify the diameter and press enter. Same way I will create one more circle here of 500 size. Then if you want to zoom it, for zoom plus, rotate your middle mouse button or wheel of the mouse towards monitor, and for zoom minus, rotate middle mouse button towards you. Suppose I want to create one line tangent to these two circles. For that again click on line. Then for selection of tangent object snap, again press shift, right click, and from here you will have to select tangent. Then click on the circle. Again for selection of tangent here, again shift right click on tangent and click on the circle. And to stop the line command, press enter. You can also select the tangent object snap automatically. For that again click on this arrow and click on tangent. Click outside, again take the line command, take your cursor here. Now here it is not showing that tangent object snap, but it is showing center. So what we will have to do, we will have to turn off the center object snap. Click on center, so it will be turned off for auto selection. Then take your cursor to circle, it is now showing the tangent. Click there, again click, enter. If you want to repeat the previous command, for that you will have to press enter. Now it is repeating the line command. Again you can click the point and create the lines. Just enter to repeat the command and enter to stop the line command. So in this way you can create tangent lines. And if you want to create lines from the quadrant of the circle, for that again here you will have to make quadrant on. Then take the line command, take the cursor to the quadrant, and you can create lines from quadrant also. Press enter. Then if you want to cancel the last command, then You will have to click here on undo.